Hey, what's up guys, this is Liam or Weagle on your Overwatch, back with a new video. Today, Brigitte is being released on all platforms. We know that already, but when can we play her in competitive? There's also some really interesting buff and balance things to talk about that are coming soon to the PTR. So we're talking about things that Big Daddy Jeff and Uncle Jeff Goodman have been talking about. First up, and I think that this is really important, is why even release Brigitte this week? Now, this is in reference to the fact that Brigitte is not available until Season 10, which doesn't start until the beginning of May, which means the new hero will not be available in ranked play for 6 weeks. And Jeff and the team want to test this. They want to see how it works out, because people have complained before that what happens is people pick the hero when they come out in ranked, and then ranked is a mess for a certain amount of days. I do have a little bit of a counter argument to this though, and I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments section down below. I feel like even when maps and new heroes have had a few weeks before they come out to ranked play, people still don't know how to play them in ranked play anyway, because generally people won't go out of that environment to test something in quick play or custom game, so when it comes out it's pretty random anyway. I think having the 1 week, 2 week, or maybe even 3 week to learn the hero a little bit so we understand more makes sense, but giving it 6 weeks or so, or an entire season, seems a little bit negligible to me, and I really don't think it's going to make a big difference. And I think that when Brigitte is available in May, Blizzard will realise no one's really practiced her anyway, and we're still just throwing things into a random meta to see how it goes. So moving on, someone says we need anti-mobility counters, and Jeff says that Brigitte is a pretty good job of doing this kind of thing, as dive meta is really strong. But do remember, there is Roadhog in the game, and Doomfist, McCree stun, and a sleep dart. There is quite a lot of movement, but yeah, it is pretty hard to counter too. Moving on, with Brigitte's release, Ana becomes even more trash tier, says Antique on the forums. What are your proposed changes to improve her without making her OP? Make her full hit scan, scope shots do slightly higher damage. And apparently they've talked about Brigitte a lot, and something we'll get onto in a second is that Blizzard always try to predict the meta so that they can stop things happening, and they do not seem to want to have another tank meta rolling around. So even though they're looking at Ana for potential buffs, it's definitely something in their mind. They're also concerned about making quad tank or triple tank Brigitte being really, really strong if Ana is buffed, and that's one thing that they're trying to avoid. So they're trying to be really careful with that, and I think that Ana is good, but you have to play amazing on her, and most people can't do that. So it's one of them weird matchups when you have like a Widowmaker 2, that if she isn't hitting shots, she's just throwing. Ana's just kind of in the same place in the support category, unfortunately. She's just really difficult for a lot of people. Moving on from just the raw prediction and things, we have some interesting information about Reaper and May buffs. Jeff says we've actually had this sort of meta game in the past, and at the end of this post talking about all of these multiple tanks and trying to prevent that meta that they think is coming, it says, in fact, we're looking at buffing Reaper and May in an upcoming PTR patch, hopefully this week, since they could use a boost and they could help with the meta if it comes around. Now, this is interesting for tons of different reasons, because how do you buff May and Reaper more than they already are? Because May already just got a couple of minor buffs. How much stronger do we really want these two heroes to be? May's very frustrating for a lot of people. Do you make her do more damage? Do you make her wall last longer? Do we give her 3 walls? I don't know what the answer is with May. And Reaper has always just been raw damage. So faster teleport maybe, or some change to his ultimate. I'm not sure, but both are definitely coming sometime this week, so it'll be intriguing to see what they are when they roll out. The last few posts I'll just kind of put on screen for you guys to read. They're more again talking about the meta and where they think Brigitte could be. It's quite interesting to know that they started creating Brigitte around the same time they started creating Moira, because they really wanted to pad out the support slot. But as Moira turned into like a raw healer, it seems like Brigitte has turned out to be almost almost like an off-tank healer. So this is going to be really interesting with Rhine comps and brawling in particular. We think on the channel that Brigitte is going to be amazing in them comps, but once you try and stand her behind an Orisa shield and actually try to make her anti-dive, we feel like the fact that she can't brawl and heal her team and she's just being used as a stun bot in the backline, we think that that is a very poor way to run Brigitte. In fact, you're better off just having McCree or Roadhog and having other utility in the team fights. We believe unless she's brawling, she's going to be pretty weak in most contexts. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below to any of this stuff. What do you think they'll do to Reaper and May, and are you looking forward to Brigitte being released in about 12 years time on the ranked servers? Be sure to drop a like as it does help us out and lets us know that you're enjoying the content, and you're going to want to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when our videos go live. Be sure to have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.